I think the key for developer is we need to get the right size malls in place. The smaller malls won't work. The extraordinarily large malls and the right catchment will work. I think malls still need to be in the center of the city or at least in an accessible position where there is a large audience that can be catered to. A very good experience of coming in and going out of the mall, and yes, the right mix of brands.
We would want more and more malls to come up, but then not just any mall, good quality malls that are properly designed, planned, and have got zoning within them so that all retailers can maximize their potential in the mall.
The earlier they junk whatever they have learned in the last 20-30 years about shopping centers and shopping malls and start to go back to very basics in terms of seeing that what should be the shopping center of tomorrow. Those developers who invest time and money in thinking through it, they will do much better than the ones who are still talking about 1 million square feet and 500,000 square feet and zoning and all. Those are very yesterday's way of looking at it.
If a traditional landlord and a tenant relationship will continue, we are heading for a disaster in that particular mall or with that particular developer. We need to coexist, we need to work together because customer today has a choice. Even a PVR ticket can be bought online. Book My Show allows you to even select a seat without standing in the queue. So if that kind of trend is there, people will come to your mall to see the film and walk out. They will come to the Chroma store, pick up the product what they bought online and they will walk out. So how we work together to hold that footfall into our store is something we need to debate, discuss and come to a conclusion.
Developers need to think about the technology age as well. As you build large shopping centers and so on, consumers are going to want to be connected constantly, even inside shopping centers. So the offerings of free Wi-Fi, the offerings of different kinds of ways to be connected within a shopping mall is going to be a critical next phase of it. The conveniences of being able to get in and out quickly of a shopping center is going to become an important piece. So looking at the egress-ingress aspect of a shopping center is going to become critical. Time is going to become the most important commodity.
My expectation is, increase the floor plate for cinema. Go from 4-screener, 6-screener cinemas to 14, 15-screener cinemas.
Today, it cannot be that you have to make it very universal. You have to make it very, very catchment specific. So where you are located in a mall, you have to look at what are the people who live around that 25-minute driving time of that mall looking at.
A little bit more of correct layout of the malls. Planning should be done in the right way. Not only looking at the monetary aspect, they should rather feel that which brand will fit in where and get the right place.
Everybody's expectations of the future cannot dictate the price today when it comes to things like rentals. There needs to be some more sanity that needs to come in.
It's a subject is same for retailer as well as mall developer. Customer focus and provide a better facility to them, better experience and develop the things to their expectation. So it's a footfall is more, SPF should increase, so we all win to each other. There has to be a win-win situation.
It's about what product they're giving, so the product or the retail, the store should be adequate for the micro market or the catchment. They will have to focus on a couple of things like entertainment and F&B, which are definitely going to be continue to be physical spaces where retailers, where consumers will come in, and they will definitely have to make shopping centers which are flexible, which can increase or decrease in size based on the need of the based on the popularity of this center.
Food and beverage and entertainment was like, okay, we'll do everything and we'll do this later. I see a huge change where people are now looking at a mall, they first come to food and beverage because today the footfalls are being driven by food and beverage.
We can clearly see developers are that much more flexible and resilient and tenuous today than they were in the past, not only in terms of the commercial modeling, but also in the physicality of the way the stores are. I mean, languages like, being flexible to different sizes of stores so that they can fit into the model.
When we were developing malls and planning malls about 3 years or 4 years earlier or 5 years, F&B component in the mall was about probably 5, 6, 7, 8%. You know, to stargaze somewhere in the future to see is what is my customer going to look like in 5 years down the line and probably 10 years down the line, because you're not going to build a mall for today. You're building it for like 30, 35, 40 years.